Beach Up Sunset World.
Sushi,
Sumo, Tokushima!
この番組は地域密着型のボランティア活動を徳島で行っている国際ワークキャンプのメンバーがお届けする30分です。
This 30 minutes broadcast is hosted by volunteer members who come from abroad to help the community of Tokushima.
Good evening, everyone. I'm the host for this evening. I'm Rina from Japan. This radio program, Sushi, Sumo, Tokushima, is live on FM Bizan. This 30 minutes broadcast is operated by non-profit organization Bizan Daigaku. Bizan Daigaku has been trying to make Tokushima a more attractive place with volunteers from Tokushima and outside Tokushima, including people from many different countries. Popular images of Japan, sushi and sumo? Yes, but we would like people around the world to know not only those images, but more things about Japan. We share the news from Japan and information about Tokushima, a place that welcomes foreigners from all over the world. We will also invite guests from overseas online to share the latest news with you. No one knows who will be talking or what kind of topics we will bring up. Don't miss it.
Sushi,
Sumo, Tokushima!
Hello everyone. Thank you for listening to Sushi, Sumo, Tokushima. Usually, I am the host of this show and this is Rina, but today's guest, Sawako-san, who has been to this show several times already. She is actually today's interviewer. That means I am going to be interviewed today. All right, let me call Sawako-san. Hello, Sawako-san.
Hello, Rina-san. Thank you for inviting me as an interview.
Yes, thank you.
This morning, it's rather cool. Maybe recording time. It's in the morning. At the end of last month, we had extremely hot days. I really felt summer would be surely near at hand. And I just remember Rina-san took part in Tokyo Olympic Games as a volunteer last year. For a long time, I would love you to talk about your precious experience.
My experience.
Yeah. This is such a precious chance for me and for listeners as well.
All right. Yes, actually, this is my first time to talk about being a volunteer at Tokyo 2020 last year. On this show, this is the first time I talk about it.
Yeah. So, can I ask you, first of all, when did you begin to think about applying for a volunteer? Immediately after Tokyo was chosen for the venue?
Okay, that's a good question. Actually, when Tokyo was chosen as the city which hold the Olympic Games in 2020, I watched it on TV, but I wasn't that interested in it, participating in the Olympic Games at that time. But I wanted to apply for the position as a volunteer after I went to Tokushima.
Really?
That was actually in 2017, I think. Yes, because I was in Tokushima and I actually participated in the International World Championship of rafting. Yes, rafting.
Rafting, yeah.
In Miyoshi City.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was exciting for you?
Yes, that was such an fun and also precious experience as well. I met many athletes from different countries, and I was helping them translating, or just not only translating, but helping them like to find something, to guide them, or just tell them what to do, or just welcome them as a Japanese person.
Wow. I think I know you're such an able person, but with a warm heart. So you're the most appropriate person to welcome.
Oh, thank you so much. I was so happy to meet people from around the world.
So that experience encouraged you to really take part in Olympic Games.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. But after that, the situation has changed a lot.
Yes.
The spread of COVID-19. Didn't you really hesitate to go to Tokyo and take the role of a volunteer?
That's another good question. Because I hesitated to go to Tokyo.
You did.
First. But I decided to go anyways because, of course, everyone knew that the COVID-19, the number of the people who got infected was spreading all over Japan, but especially in Tokyo.
Tokyo, yeah.
Yes. And I live in Kansai area.
The worst timing.
Yes. So I couldn't decide actually to go. I wanted to go, but I was hesitating. But
you did, yeah.
1 week before, I decided to go because
just 1 week before.
Yes, I didn't want to regret that I didn't go.
You didn't,
because this chance doesn't come to your life that often, I think.
Maybe never.
Maybe.
Or when you will be some years old.
Maybe. Yes. Luckily, I got the position as a volunteer for Tokyo Olympics. So I just decided to go.
I understand your feelings and your hesitation as well.
And of course, thanks to the understanding of my family.
It's great. Without that, you could have never been there.
No.
So, as a volunteer, what did you actually do? What was your work as a volunteer like?
My position was to help people who come from abroad to participate in the Olympic Games. But actually, they're not athletes, but people, but people who were organizing the Olympics.
Organizers?
I cannot really talk about the detailed positions of them or their jobs on a radio show because it might be related to the privacy of those people.
In accordance with the volunteers' rules, maybe.
Yeah, yes.
What are those difficult things to do and at the same time rewarding ones?
Actually, my job, my position was to support this person or these people throughout their stay in Japan during the Olympic Games. And my responsibility was to arrange the schedule for them and attend them, to send them to the places where they wanted to go because they had to work there. So communication is essential. You have to, we had to talk to these
without
people.
a fail.
Yes.
We had cannot make any mistakes.
Yes, that was what I was thinking. And I was trying to do. So I had to talk with this person, but it doesn't mean this person is from the country whose mother tongue is English, which means in my case, I had to talk with this person in Spanish.
In Spanish?
To
arrange so many things without fail?
Yes.
Should be done? Should have been done in Spanish?
Yeah. In English, maybe it was okay.
You speak Spanish to a certain degree.
My Spanish, some of you know maybe, but hola.
Hola, yeah.
Buenos días. ¿Cómo estás? So
I know English.
Yes, I made it, fortunately, but it was so difficult for me to communicate in Spanish.
The most rewarding thing is your Spanish improved a lot.
A lot? I am not sure, but a little bit, because this person told me that, Rina, if you have learned Spanish before, then you can't use English here with me. So I had to talk with this person in Spanish, only in Spanish. So maybe a little bit my Spanish improved, but I am not sure.
You can't be so sure.
Do you think so? And actually, not only the language, but the communication between us went smooth, actually, because I tried so hard. And actually, this person
memorizing Spanish words and phrases.
And I actually prepared beforehand. Because I didn't want to make mistakes about the time or schedules or about other things. And this person actually patiently listened to me and tried to communicate with me. So I could go to the airport with this person on the last day, and I could say goodbye. And this person told me that she was happy that I was the person who helped her, and she appreciated me. That moment was so emotional. It was rewarding at the end when we said goodbye. This person hugged me, and we could have some kind of relations, I would say.
You have built human relations.
I think so.
With that person.
Yes. So that was a rewarding part.
Such a heartfelt.
Thank you. Now we would like to play one song, and we will be right back after a short break. Sushi,
Sumo,
Tokushima! I am back with Sawako-san.
Hi, everyone. And Rina-san, of course.
Hello.
Well, what lessons did you learn through your whole experience? Would you tell us?
Okay, the lessons. Actually, every time I talk or try to communicate with people from different backgrounds, especially with people from different countries, I believe that we can understand each other if we try to understand each other and try to communicate patiently.
Yeah, patience is so important.
It's not only between
it takes time.
People from different countries, but between Japanese people as well. I learned that your thoughts and your, how can I say, omotenashi no kokoro, I would say in Japanese. Welcoming mind, spirit, or you're just warm greetings, warm emotions, or heart. The other person will feel it if you truly wants to welcome that person. So you can understand each other even though you don't know the language of each other's 100%. If you don't know the language, maybe it's harder, but we can still understand each other. Or I would say be friends. I don't know if the word friend is appropriate in this situation, but I would say we can be friends.
So that means we can be friends, all the people living in the world.
I really, really hope so.
Thank you so much to share your precious experience with us.
Thank you for letting me having this kind of situation that I can share my experience with you, with people who listen to the radio show. Thank you so much.
This is, I really think the athletes can compete each other to the full on the condition that the world is peaceful. But as you know so well, for these 3 months, we are losing that precondition. Don't you think so? And I really feel sorry for Russian athletes because they are not allowed to join any international sports event recently. But at the same time, it shouldn't be inevitable. Sports are great, excellent performances impress us. And at the same time, I think encourage us to move forward.
Yes.
Individual goals. What is your opinion? What do you think about these international situations? It's a rather difficult question, I know.
I think so. Actually, what is happening in the world right now, it's heartbreaking when I watch the news. And also, it is heartbreaking when I see or talk with my friends from Russia, for example, because they are heartbroken. And maybe if you think about the country, Russia, Ukraine, it's easier to think about the situation because, how can I say, the fact is what is happening. But not everyone has the same opinions and feelings and situations. So what I hear is from the news on TV and also from my friends. So I think they're different things, what I hear, how I feel. And for example, athletes who play sports or participate in the Olympics or championships, like international championships, of course, they are from that country and they compete for the country or as a person who are the national of that country. But they compete, but at the same time, I saw that sometimes they're friends and they're rivals, but good rivals who can, how can I say, support each other. And also, this athlete can compete because there are other athletes who compete with them. I can't explain it well.
I understand what you mean.
So maybe the situation around the world, especially during Russia and Ukraine, it's not simple. It's not easy to talk about it.
No, not at all.
Not at all. But at the sport event or the Olympics or some other situations, like people from different countries gather up, sometimes if I'm not afraid of saying this, I think it doesn't matter what is happening, like politically, what is happening between that country, between those athletes or people. Sometimes it doesn't matter. They can be enemies, but they can be friends at the same time.
It is, one opinion. And others have can have another opinion.
That was what I saw during the championships or the Olympics.
I understand what you're saying. Top athletes need rivals.
Yes.
So without the Russian athlete, many of other countries' athletes lose their precious rivals.
Yes.
About Russians and Ukraine conflict, Russians military action or Russians invasion in Ukraine anywhere. The term is different from one person or another according to the country in which the person lives. But one day, it was rather eye-opening to me. When I heard one commentator saying the longer this war continues, the more benefit Russian President Putin might get. At first, I didn't understand what he meant. Actually, what he wanted to say is people tend to forget anything easily, even the things which should never be forgotten. So now, most of people think it's not terrible at all to change the status quo by force. But as this war dragged on, we might end up with admitting Putin's claim on the Ukrainian territory. So I really think we should continue to be watching carefully what is going on and what will go on there.
I agree with that part.
It's rather political
yes.
topic, difficult topic for me to deal with, but every day on the news, if all the news about Ukraine disappear, it is very dangerous because internationally people lose the interest.
All right, Sawako-san, thank you so much for hosting the show today.
My pleasure. My great pleasure.
Thank you. And do you have any message at the end of the show?
Okay, at least we Japanese people are very happy to be able to say no war in public without the fear of being put in jail. That's my biggest message.
Your message.
Today. Yeah.
Thank you. We need more time to discuss, right? About the topic we talked today.
Yeah.
Okay. So please come back to the show again.
Anytime.
Anytime. Thank you so much. All right. It seems we almost reached the end of the program. We are waiting for messages from you with feedback or request. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sushi.
Sumo.
Tokushima!
This radio program, Sushi, Sumo, Tokushima, is being recorded here on Bizan FM in Tokushima. This program is operated by non-profit organization Bizan Daikaku. We are open to and accepting any forms of support or contributions you have to offer within the local community of Tokushima. Please do not hesitate to contact us if you wish to get involved by emailing radio@bizan-daigaku.net. We are accepting requests and messages via email. Please send emails to request@bfm.jp, request@bfm.jp, including the title of the show, Sushi, Sumo, Tokushima, in your messages. You can listen to this channel, FM Bizan, on the internet with your PC, smartphones, and tablets. If you are accessing with your PC, go to the website www.bfm.jp and you will find a banner written Listen Radio on the right side of the page. If you are accessing with your smartphone or tablet, download the application Listen Radio. Then select BFM 791 FM Bizan with the area Chugoku Shikoku. If you are listening to this radio in the area where has a weak radio wave, don't worry. You can listen to programs with clear sound through this internet radio system. No one knows who will be talking or what kind of topics we will bring up next Thursday. Don't miss it. See you next Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Bye bye.